people that were making the music that I was actually making.
Wow.
And one of the first things that I got to work on was the second Foxy Brown album. And yeah, you don't even know this. So I got called in to work on this album, and you were on the phone having a conversation. And I waited until I sat in the lounge with you until you were done. I was nobody. I was this 18, 19-year-old kid. No, I was nobody. Relatively speaking, I was nobody. I was this 18, 19-year-old kid, fresh to this whole thing, who had met up with some individuals who were slightly unscrupulous, but had some decent music.
Right.
And you were having a conversation with on the phone with your friend, and after you got off, I politely just introduced myself and said to you, by the way, I made this beat that you're about to rap on. And you were like, no, this such and such made it. And I'm like, actually, I did.
Really?
And we ended up having an hour-long conversation.
That I remember.
I want to say it might have been Electric Lady Studios, but it might not have been.
It was Electric Lady. I just told her.
But
I don't remember the big. Tell me.
No. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because I'm not here to blow up spots. But you were the person who sat me down and walked me through how the beat got to you, who purportedly made it, and how it got into your hands. And I was just like, thank you, because that's all I needed to know.
It helped
you.
No,
well, because I was back then, the big game was find a hot producer and sign him and take everything. And because I had a halfway decent head on my shoulders, so I was leery of that, but considering it because of what it could possibly do for me, or what I thought it could do for me financially. Because, you'll get the money, but you just don't get the credit. But eventually, if you don't get the credit, the name, yeah, exactly, the name means nothing.
Besides that, we've never done a record.
That was the first and last time we ever spoke or saw each other. But that conversation we had made me go home and call my girl and be like, no, we are not signing that deal. We are not doing this. We are not doing that. And I'm out.
Wow.
Get that last bit of money from that situation and keep it moving. And I looked at certain people like Trackmasters, Puff, and a lot of other people who were significant producers at that time.
Right.
And I looked and I said, you know what? They never signed to anybody. These guys are trying to sign me. They didn't sign to anybody. We're not signing to anybody. And the fact that you told me, well, as far as I knew, such and such did this beat was enough for me to call her and say, we're not doing that deal or any other deal, and we're doing this ourselves.
Wow.
So Fox saved you.
And that set you up.
So thank you for that.
You're welcome. But you know what I was going to say too, which I'm glad you said that, because people always talk about the negative or the negative perception, or a lot of times perception is reality, and people just want to, they'd rather say, oh, Foxy bumped someone in Dunkin' Donuts rather than she just donated 100 computers to underprivileged kids, whatever. Right. My point is, I just really respect you for saying that, because obviously what it was to me is just me seeing, like you said, a naive young kid who's amazing, talented, and I'm like, wait a minute. So you didn't this is yours? Well, then this is what you need to do.
This was a representative.
Yeah. So I'm glad I'm so glad.
Yeah,
let me Foxy Brown save just.
No, she gave me that. I mean,
Foxy Brown has a record.
On that note, can I get two bangers? Like I
Lot of mercy.
Let's do it. No, let's do it. But seriously, I mean,
two bangers.
I was already kind of in the know as to what was happening, but what she told me gave me the confirmation. Like, oh yeah, we need to get out of this before we get into it. So I thank you for that.
That's so smart. I wish there was somebody who did that to me to save me from certain things. So that's dope.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, baby.
I have to go, but I love y'all.
Where you going?
To an undisclosed location.
Text me.
I will text you.
No, and make sure we get at the door. I'm there for real.
All right, cool. Combat Jack Show. We love y'all. Foxy, love everybody else in the room. Love.
Yes. Cheat code.
Internets. It does not stop.
You're gonna get this work.
You're getting this work. You tuned into the Combat Jack Show.